Today we're going to take a look at XRP, perform some technical analysis and make some price predictions on where we can expect to see the coin go in the near future. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another crypto video, and today we're taking a look at the XRP coin, also known as Ripple. We're going to perform our usual technical analysis and make some price predictions on where we can expect to see XRP go in the near future. But before we get into that, guys, please remember to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy today's video and subscribe if you want to see more of this sort of content. We cover investing, stocks, crypto and wealth management, so if that tickles your fancy, hit subscribe and turn on bell notifications. I'd also love to know your thoughts as well down in the comments section below on XRP in general, whether you hold it and where you think it's going in the future. But without further ado, let's jump straight into CoinSpot. Welcome into CoinSpot, guys. If you're looking to buy XRP or any other cryptocurrencies, there's a link down in the description of this video where you can sign up and start buying crypto right now. But first things first, let's look at Ripple and let's change this to the daily chart. Given this is the first time we've looked at Ripple, I want to just establish a few very clear things such as overall trends and that sort of stuff. So first things first, let's zoom out slightly. And as you can see, over the past couple of years, Ripple has seen a number of big increases. First one notably over here, which saw Ripple go to, I suppose, a bit of a peak of about the high 40s Australian dollars, obviously, and then came back down. The second pump which occurred, which was in roughly the end of 2020, hit a top of almost $1.10. Same thing almost happened again back here. And then more recently in the past year, we saw a very, very large pump and lots of people were talking about Ripple going absolutely crazy, and that's exactly what occurred. This then peaked at roughly $2.60 Australian. So that is pretty crazy. But let's first establish some key trends. That is one of the main things I really enjoy doing when we're looking at these coins. So first things first, let's make that a bit thicker. And we're obviously, as you can see, in a downtrend. We've gone down with the rest of the crypto market as to be expected. From a top point, you can see we have a channel which has formed roughly about up here from the peak, and it's coming downwards. Now, where is our base? Well, I reckon we can put a base in from this point, and what you notice is the channel is relatively, I suppose, even. It's not consolidating too much, so that is the overall trend we're currently in, but that does not mean we cannot break out of it given the sheer scale of it. Let's just take things down to another level. So where's our key support and resistance point at this point in time? Well, key resistance, in my opinion, is smack bang right here. As you can see, the coin has, pumped to these levels many times before at roughly 95 cents Australian. Chuck that one in. That is a key point that unfortunately you can see was breached right here, and you can see this massive red candle which occurred, and obviously as a result of that we've gone down below the point of support and we have stayed below that. There's been attempts to get back above that point previously, but it unfortunately did not occur. So that's 95 cents. We're currently sitting below that at 83 cents Australian. So where's our support? Well, let's just chuck in another line and have a look. And we like to look historically when we're trying to put these points in. Roughly, I think this is a very good point. You can see plenty of price action has occurred in the past over here throughout these points, and it's almost a nice little horizontal channel that we're trading in. Now, best case scenario is at the moment we see a small little reversal occur right here where we're sitting at 83 cents. So right there, what we want to see is this sort of action. We want to be testing once again this point, which was previously our support and is now our resistance at 95 cents. That is the key. What we don't want to see happen is, well, it's not bad if this does occur. We can go down And as long as we bounce off our key support point at roughly 69.70 cents, that's okay. But if we breach it, then we're in a world of pain and we're moving downwards. And as you can see, this overall trend that we're seeing here will prevail. But before anything else, the price target I'm going to set for today's video is 95 cents Australian. And that is because that is the key level of resistance we need to breach. Now, let's bring in a few more indicators to see exactly what's going on. First one we always love to bring in is all the key moving averages. The 20-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and the 200-day moving average. So let's grab these, bring them on board, chuck in some different colors so we can distinguish them all from each other. And finally the 200. So currently they're all sitting very, very close together. But something that does concern me is the fact that we are not sitting above any of them. That means we are really been in, I suppose, a bit of struggle for quite some time now. Now, what's the positive here? Well, the positive is if we do see a short, sharp increase, we would see this 20-day moving average easily pass through the 50 and the 200-day moving average. So our 20 days currently sitting at roughly 88 cents, and it will be aiming to get past the 99 cent and the $1.03 marks if we want to see a reversal. The key here is obviously we want to see the short-term trends crossing above the longer-term trends. What I think we're unfortunately about to see though is this 50-day moving average cross below the 200-day in this sort of a manner. Now that is another death cross, and unfortunately it is likely that this is going to occur unless we see the overall crypto market really pick up. But who's to say that can't happen? It is always possible. It's a common theme in my video, guys. A lot of coins are really defined, I suppose, from the overall market and with regards to their price action, basically. So if Bitcoin pumps, Ripple's going to pump, that sort of thing, you know. Typical stuff these days. I think we're going to see a bit of a change in the future, but that's how we're sitting. Best case scenario we can see is a bit of a pump. The 20-day crosses above the 50 or 200, and they're all very close at the moment, so this is very much possible. You can see that the overall volume of buying and selling is reducing significantly. So we're tightening in that aspect, and we're obviously tightening as well in this sort of a channel. Price consolidation forms a beautiful base for a next move up, and obviously as we zoom out, we are in, I suppose, a bit of a horizontal trend in my opinion at the moment, but obviously the overall downtrend from a longer term perspective. Alright, let's just remove these and let's have a look at a few more indicators. The first one that will really show us if we're going to see a cross in those averages is the MACD, which is the moving average convergence divergence. So let's take a look at that. The red line there is, I believe, our short-term trend. Oh no, I lie. The blue line is our short-term trend and the red line's our longer-term trend. We can see they're very close at the moment. You can see it's currently on the positive side, so that doesn't really bode well for us. These are getting real close, but I don't think you're going to see a major cross occur. The MACD at this point in time is not actually going to be a useful tool in helping us to determine where we're going, unfortunately, but let's check some others. And the main other one I suppose I wanted to have a look at is the relative strength index, just to see where the buying and selling pressure is really at. And as you can see, we're still in the zone between 30 and 70 points where we're trending in an okay fashion. It's not overbought, it's not oversold. It is sitting at currently roughly 39 points, which is towards the oversold side a bit more. So we've got a lot of room to start moving upwards. One thing Ripple has going for it is a lot of actual companies and big banks are backing it. So what you might see is basically we're going to move up purely based on that. You'll see these sort of companies accumulating Ripple and other cryptos that are backed by, you know, larger organizations. That might result in some buying. There is plenty of room for the buying to occur, but will we see it? I don't know. And you can see from an overall volume point of view as well, since our peak of volume, which was on the 14th of the 4th. It has declined ever since, and it's getting to a real tight point now where we could be seeing some serious action occur. Hopefully we are going to be seeing a reversal in the overall market, and of course obviously Ripple as well. Price target, as I say, for today guys, is this 95 cent Australian mark. We need to hit that, and we hopefully at some stage need to breach it, then obviously have that 20-day moving average cross through the 250-day to really see some action moving forward in the future. That wraps up the XRP technical analysis for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on bell notifications. As I mentioned at the start of the video, we cover crypto, investing, stocks, and wealth management. As well, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below on XRP, what you think it's going to do, where you think it is going to move in the near future. I'd love to know. And of course, I hope you guys always have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.